Hello, Kyle here. This is my fan mail to you for the month of March. Uh, excuse me, I'm still a little coffee. Um, if you have never received one of these from me before, um, I like to make videos. I like to make like behind the scenes Kyle thoughts videos, not edited, just off the dome. Kind of. I take notes. I have some things that I want to talk about. Basically, my feelings going into the next month, or how I felt about things that occurred over the past month. Pardon me. Recovering. Today I feel good. This is me feeling good after the last week. But let's talk about March. March, I have two big takeaways from March. Maybe three. Because the first one is I got to go on a trip. I got to see my grandmother this month, which was cool. That's like an insane freedom that is not afforded to most anyone, any occupation in which as long as I'm still around on Tuesdays, right, as long as I'm still there to do the podcast and group streams and stick with all my Easy Allies responsibilities, make sure everything still happens, I can spend a long weekend away to visit my grandmother in a whole other state. So I think that's pretty cool. And so, I mean, that's a minor takeaway, but it was something that I appreciated this month. It was almost a week off of Box Peak, and like it sucks because you're with family and you're enjoying your family, and still that's in the back of your head. But still, just no regrets. I had a great time being away for a little while, and so that was cool. It's something I appreciate about Easy Allies. Another big takeaway. This is kind of a negative one, so we'll do this one next. So I think this was for me. Yes, it was. It certainly was. This month we did the first reactions in the new studio. Reactions, of course, being to like some live event. Stadia, the Google Stadia thing, and also State of Play happened this month. And for the first time ever, I don't know. I was really soured on it. I had a good time doing reactions to the Pokemon thing, the Pokemon reveal that happened last month. And that was just me here in my apartment without setup. Again, sorry about that. Very conversational these videos are. I guess because that was pretty casual. Also, like, I could record it without live chat. Maybe that helped. But so Google said they're going to show the future of gaming, and then they just kind of like had a horrible presentation. Whether you love the technology or not, the presentation was dreadful. It was just boring and stupid. And I reacted as such, and the reaction to that reaction, the comments, the reception to that reaction, so negative, and not entirely, right? We get a lot of support, just like you guys are right, that thing sucked, but also just the indignity in which we were accused of not respecting the event enough was insane to me. I just like it touched this weird nerve because like I guess it's like some sort of anti-corporation thing in my mind. I have no love for Google. I have no love for those people who come out there on that stage and present this all like it's good news, as if there's not some weird Google thing behind it all. Uh, just like the decisions that YouTube makes, that's Google. This is all the same. This is Alphabet, right? This is all the same corporation. And so it's like, I don't have good feelings about them. I don't have good feelings that they are doing. You can't, right? It's all for profit, right? Like any corporation. But it's with Google, it seems like more than that. It's like they want more than money. And so the idea of being disrespectful to this event is mind-boggling to me. And so it really rubbed me this way. It's just like, why am I sitting on a couch reacting to it then? Like, I'm going to be negative. I hate this. And so like, I think I might select fewer things to react to going forward. There was a negative response to us not doing reactions to the Nintendo Nindies event. I get that too, because it was jolly, right? It's this jolly event. They're showing off lots of neat little games. I guess people expected us to be shocked by Cuphead. I don't think any of us would have been, because of rumors leading up to that event. but Cadence of Hyrule, obviously. And I think people just want that little moment, right? That, oh, what is this? Oh, wow. And I mean, I'm making fun of myself, but like, it's what gets views on YouTube, right? My entire time doing reactions, way back to game trailers, I'm not like super comfortable with it. I love the analysis. I love doing a live analysis. I love like running back through everything before and after. But I don't like the idea of like having to perform reactions in a way. I don't like the idea that just like my response to these things is the performance. But at the same time, I get it. That's humans, right? Like the events can be boring, right? Especially that Google thing. It's like we have someone else on the couch next to us. Same as I feel like when we're playing games, it's like we can all make fun of this together. We can all jump and shout at this together. And I think that disconnect happens when they want somebody on the couch shouting, and I'm the guy at the end of the movie. He's like, that sucked, crossing his arms the whole time and sighing and checking his watch. So I might just choose fewer of them, right? The Sony thing was kind of like a bust. State of Play happened, and that was 20 minutes. And that was just kind of, it was short, it was snappy. I would love to watch this on my own time. Same with the Nindies thing. I watched that whole Nindies thing. Sometimes you just kind of like want to watch a thing without having to analyze it the whole time, because some things aren't worthy of analysis, right? It's like when our audience wanted reactions to the Kind of Funny thing. It's like, I'll watch it for sure, but like I don't need to perform for that. Especially if I like want to make fun of it, right? Like I'm not gonna make any enemies. It's a genuine effort to draw attention to smaller developers. Like why allow myself to make fun of something like that? And so that's kind of how I feel going forward. I might do fewer and fewer reactions. We'll make the other guys do more or something. I don't know. I'm not excited to do the next State of Play. I am not excited to ever do a Nindies thing. But, I mean, even like the Smash thing, right? Like, if Smash is going to have a direct, I don't think I want to be there for that. I mean, because we kind of know already. And it's going to be like the tease for Steve from Minecraft, right? And people are going to want to see us get shocked that Steve from Minecraft is in it. It's just, I can't muster positivity sometimes, right? I can't pretend that that'll be a happy surprise. Same as with Pokemon. And that's what I liked about Pokemon, is that it was just my raw, true disappointment, and that it was kind of received well. So yeah, maybe I'll just do pre-recorded reactions more often. Other takeaway. March was our 3-year anniversary. We've been doing this for 3 entire years, right? Is that how that works out? Yes. So we're up to 3. 16 to 17 is 1 year. 17 to 18 is 1 year. 18 to 19. Yeah. So yeah, that works out. Sorry that I'm just now understanding the concept of anniversaries. That's pretty nuts. We celebrated it in a few ways. I think one turned out like the best possible. So coming into the planning for this, the 21st, which is our actual birthday, is on a Thursday. Our group stream 2 days earlier is on a Tuesday, and then our show is regularly on the weekend, Friday or Saturday. Turned out to be Saturday this year. The show is almost entirely Jones and Ian's thing. To be frank with you, there is very little interest within Easy Allies to do with something like that, right? And I think it's kind of evident, right? The way I justify it, though, is that Easy Allies, just like me being able to visit my grandmother, is it's a dream enabler almost. Like, Jones and Ian love that stuff, right? They love being on a stage and singing a song. If we can enable them to do that in front of an audience who likes it, like, yes, we should do that. Whatever it costs. Use this opportunity. Use this time with Easy Allies. Excuse me, to make that happen. And so, yeah, this year we tried to do like a different thing with the Mysterious Monsters thing. And it was funny is like in the development phase, it was like we should do Mysterious Monsters as one of the chunks. It was going to be like this same kind of thing, variety show we did the last 2 years running. but then it was like the show's kind of long. It's not 20 minutes. It's not a half hour. It's more like an hour or more. So why don't we make that the whole show and then kind of stick some things in there? And I think out of Ian's control, we sort of had to truncated time to prepare it. And so for the time that Ian and Jones and Huber were able to put into it, like, it's crazy that the show was pulled off as it was, right? But all that is to say that, like, that's probably the live show. I don't know if I'll ever be passionate about it, right? I pitched a thing, like here's the Kyle take on this. Wasn't well received for, fair reasons, right? And so, like, I don't really know how to make that thing work. And Jones already has completely different ideas for next year. So yeah, I think that's the last time we do like a whole, like, buy a ticket to come see our stage show kind of thing. So yeah, cool. Like, once they were all at least different, right? They were all at least crazy things. But I'm excited to move on from that, I guess. So then the other thing, Tuesday was going to be our 8-hour stream, right? The whole group is going to be there. Why not do 8 hours? It's Bloodworth hasn't left for GDC yet. And then we needed an idea for Thursday, and that's when I came up with the weird idea of, like, reacting to clips. Which I realized I don't want to say, like, came up with the idea. Here's my great idea, everybody, because it's not that unique. But we needed something. Hey, if we're doing a marathon on Tuesday, what do we do on Thursday? But we shoot so much on Tuesdays that to spend 8 hours doing a stream would mean that, like, half our shows are canceled for that week. So we had to switch them around. We had to do 2 hours of reacting to clips on Tuesday and then move the whole 8-hour stream to Thursday, which I think was cool. The but is, I don't think that stream felt like a big deal. I feel like it was very casual. It was a very casual 8-hour stream, if there is such a thing. Didn't feel like 3 years were here. Didn't feel like reinvigorated, which sometimes we do, like, I guess last year was kind of low-key as well. And it wasn't until I guess like April or May, I can't remember, we had like a Better Things Before E3 stream. Was that last year? Whatever. We had some sort of resurgence last year where we, like, got serious and we're like, let's do a stream, baby. Let's have goals and stuff. I think that's when we read Don's Jurassic Park screenplay and all that. Though that may have been the fundraiser. It's hard for me to keep track of which one was which. So Thursday, yeah, it's super casual. It didn't have a producer, right? And I'm realizing how important it is just for a stream to have a producer sometimes. It had nobody who was, like, had a vision for the lineup of games, what we're going to play for how long. We basically had a list of 4 games, one of which I don't think we ended up playing at all. And I don't mind flying by the seat of our pants for a stream, right? Like, I love just kind of flowing and seeing, like, hey, this is fun, let's play this. Oh, I'd love to watch you play Zelda 2 Damiani, let's watch that, things like that. But I think there's a different expectation for your 3rd birthday, right? And so I think that we may have dropped the ball a little bit there on the 21st. You want to, but Tuesday's stream, the stream in which we watched clips from the last 3 years submitted through Patreon, that was so cool. Bloodworth, thank you, Bloodworth, figured out a way to submit clips from YouTube. I tried. I went to a bunch of, like, survey makers. Turned out, like, a Google document was the best way to do it, and what was really cool is the Google document actually took the data and sent it to almost an Excel sheet, whatever Google's Excel is called. And so we just had a spreadsheet full of YouTube and Twitch clips. That was really cool. Damiani, I don't think I thanked him enough for just pulling up each clip and presenting it to us as a group. But I thought that was, like, a really cool way to appreciate the 3 years. It seems that whenever we pick an 8-hour stream, or even, like, Easy Living, there were so many complaints about the games that we picked. The truth is, everybody just wants us to play Mario Party and Jackbox. And I think the truth behind that is that there are many easy allies, especially in the case of Jackbox, who simply don't want to play that. I think the games that people want us to see us stream most, um, there are people who just don't like them, and I think that's secretly the reason that they don't pop up as often as would be liked of us. Um, but yeah, Tuesday stream. To me personally, it was cool. I like seeing clips from the last 3 years. Um, kind of a bummer is like I'd seen most of them. Maybe I watched too much Easy Ally stuff my own. But it's cool to see things that you totally forgot about. It's cool to see things that you've never seen before. And yeah, it's fun to laugh. You know, fun to laugh and cry at your old stuff. Most people picked funny clips, which is funny, right? When you think of the most memorable things, how often they are just something that was funny, as opposed to something that was, I guess, emotional. Right? Um, what other option is there? I guess cool. I guess like a moment that was cool. Oh, like when me and Damiani defused that bomb, that was just a cool moment, right? Sometimes things are just cool, but Easy Allies is not too often. So yeah, I guess takeaway from that is, oh, that was also the night that we were able to shadow drop Mysterious Monsters. Yeah, Ian was really looking forward to shadow dropping it, and we figured out a way to make that work out. And I think that was super fun, right? That makes the night more memorable as well. Just like a whole game show that was previously a tier is now suddenly not one. Another regret actually is Full Playthrough Fun Day, excuse me. I think that was not handled well this month, and I can take some blame. But again, it's like there's no producer on that, right? Like I think when I say lessons of the month, I think Full Playthrough Fun Days need a producer, need someone who wants to promote it, need someone who's going to like pick it and care about it, and make sure people know about it, and make it an event, right? Like this was our $52,000 goal. Nobody even talked about it. Nobody talked about meeting it. You know what I mean? Nobody even pretended to be excited about it. And I mean, like the truth is, between all of us, I guess, is it's a goal that I personally did not care about. Like we've been doing Full Playthrough Fridays. Like I sat and watched Hubert play through so many games already. So that to me to like make that a goal is like so arbitrary. And so it's like it's kind of like, hey, if nobody's gonna do it, you got to do it. But like also like, how can I muster enthusiasm for this thing that like to me is arbitrary, right? But I mean, a job is a job, a career is a career, and sometimes you got to like do things you got to do, right? Yeah, so those are my lessons, right? Is that even streams need producers, like our shows need producers. Streams can be as important, especially if they're a $52,000 goal, which who knows when we'll meet that again, right? And then yeah, like you can have a super jolly stream without video games, and I think that people react to that, right? You can have a stream that's just us watching our own dumb clips and laughing at our own dumb selves, and that can be entertaining for an audience and for ourselves, and also it feels like an event, right? And that's what the most important thing is. I want a 3-year anniversary to feel like an event. It definitely sucked that we were not able to stream the live event either, right? It makes it feel less an event. Right? We had to show it the day after, same time, but like it wasn't even like recorded at the like as much as you would want it to be, and with the graphics and all that. You know what? It's all in the past. You learn lessons. You go through a month like this, and you're like, oh, okay. You take note of it. You make a video for everybody, and then you're like, okay, we'll do better in the future. And I know we're planning to do more events this year. And so yeah, I think everything will go pretty well. E3 has a producer. It's Damiani. He's already ready to produce those things, right? And so hopefully, like Easy Living will have a producer. If we do another charity stream, when we do another charity stream, that has a producer. So yeah, easy tips like that. Okay, everybody, that is my video for you for this month. Pretty nitty gritty, pretty in the details this month. Yeah, well, those are my lessons from March. Excuse me. Looking forward to April. April is like, it seems long. I have jury duty in the beginning of April. We'll see how that goes. But it looks like I'm just going to be able to like dig in to Box Peak, as well as shoot our next exclusive Patreon show. Look for a post for that this week. And I like doing those. I like, they can be simple. They can be like, we shoot them all on a Saturday, and I think the next one will be that sort of thing. And so those are kind of fun to do. Kind of fun to just make a show that makes 6 episodes. Doesn't really matter if people hate it or not. I don't mean it like that. I mean just like sometimes those negative comments, just like with the live reactions, they just dig in, and it's not like I'm offended. It's not like it makes me feel bad. It's just like it irritates me. It's like a screech, right? It's like, how does a person who thinks like this, how do they exist? You know what I mean? It's just like scratches you. It scratches your butt, dude. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being a patron of Easy Allies. I realize that your contribution is great. And so thank you for listening to this ramble. If you get one of these in the future, I just recommend like going into YouTube on that gear and just click on it like 2 times, because I'm very long-winded when it comes to thoughts. Thank you so much, and hope to see you around.